Anger is a really familiar feeling to many of our kids or teenagers, and it becomes draining because we are constantly having to experience their anger all the time. It can wear us down and we get tired because we're dealing with stressed, angry, highly emotional, highly charged children. That makes sense. So in the last video, I touched on how accepting our child's anger but not their behavior is a really, really important distinction to make. And I want to expand on that because many of us get stuck with what to do with anger. So the million-dollar question becomes, how do we teach our kids to move through anger? Well, the first piece is that we accept it. That can be really hard to do because when we experience anger all the time, obviously it's not a pleasant feeling to be around, but here's the thing. It's not our responsibility to control our kids' feelings. We cannot control our kids' feelings. Our kids are going to feel whatever they feel. And the sooner we can move to a place of acceptance for their inner world, the better we are in a position to help them. Why? Because when we accept their anger, perhaps that is anger at us, anger at a sibling, anger at a friend or a teacher, it isn't saying that we agree with their view of reality. We are accepting that that is just their reality, their experience right now. And that's really important because this creates a physiological shift in our brain and body, and our brain doesn't activate our stress response system to the same degree so that we have the capacity to stay grounded and ideally less triggered, which is really helpful. So what could you say? You could say something like, I get it, you're really mad at me right now, this feels really unfair, and like I never do what you want. Just accepting. You're not saying that any of it's true. It's acceptance for their inner world. Or if it's really big anger, you could say something like, yep, you are so mad right now. You're so mad at them. You'd probably just like to clock them in the head right now. Again, you're not saying go do it. You're just saying your anger is massive right now. I get it. It's huge. It's difficult to stay angry with someone when they really get you. The second piece that is really helpful to remember is to differentiate your reality, our reality as a parent, from our kids' reality. Our child's anger can feel all-consuming and shift the entire energy in the room. So to stay grounded, it is helpful to say something true of your reality and their reality. Again, demonstrating acceptance, which could be something like, my kid is struggling right now. Their reality is not my own. Their experience is not my own. My reality is different than theirs. Saying this mantra, what it does is it creates a real psychological break between their reality and our reality as a parent. And it's true. We can differentiate ourselves from their pain better so that their anger doesn't consume us or engulf us. Third, going back to last week's video, is if you need to set a limit for safety with minimal words. I won't let you hurt me. I won't let you hurt your brother. I won't let you hurt the dog. And then you remove yourself or your child if you need to, or if they're too big or you're not able to, then you remove the target from the room to stay safe. Or if safety is not that big of an issue and you know that their attachment style is going to be triggered, then what you can do is you can stay close in close proximity, but remain somewhat disengaged. Finally, it is in the de-escalation when everyone is back at baseline that it is really, really important to address the issue again. You can convey total acceptance for the anger. That was really, really hard before. I was surprised at how angry you got. Do you know why you were so mad? And then see where the conversation takes you. That will be a more productive time to have those conversations then. The key is we cannot control our kids' feelings. They will feel what they feel. And I get it. It is so tiring when anger is such a frequent emotion, but the sooner that we accept their reality, that they're feeling that way, and that their reality also, by extension, is our reality and that we're around our kids, but we differentiate ourselves from them, saying they're experiencing anger, their anger is not my own, the less likely we are going to be triggered, and we're going to have the capacity to be curious, which in turn will make our kids more curious about themselves and ultimately lead to having deeper insights about who they are and why they're feeling the way they're feeling in the first place.